Do you know what I like about life and what I appreciate about life? I like that your life is the truth and that it can't lie to you. Our lives will force you to acknowledge who you really are. And I say this because of standards. I was thinking about my standards today and I thought, well, my life will show me what my standards are. Everything around me is a reflection of what I hold important and what I value. The results in my life, the people in my life, the goals that I have for myself, my priorities, my standards. I used to have really poor standards when it came to relationships, when it came to how I did in school, when it came to socializing. I never really made it very important when it even came to my diet. And it wasn't until I turned, when it comes to diet that is, it wasn't until I turned 13 years old that I got my hands on a copy of the book Fit for Life by Marilyn and Harvey Diamond. And that was the first health book that I've ever read. And I have to thank my parents for that one because there was a lot of reading material at my house, a lot of books. And these books, of course, through them, I was exposed to different ideas, different thoughts, and different standards. And, from there, I'm not saying I figured everything out at 13. That's just insane. But that was the beginning of my journey. I read and I learned and I saw the difference between how other people were living and how I was living. And that's why we all love a great success story. Why do you think we love them so much? Because we get to see a standard of living that we aspire to. We see it as a reality for someone else, and therefore it can become a possibility for us. So I'm asking you, what are your standards in your life, in every area of your life? Family, relationships, finances, your car, your living environment. My desk used to have piles and piles of paper, and I didn't know where anything was until I made it a point. It took me, believe me, it took me a little bit of time to finally keep things in their place. And whenever I started to see a little bit of the symptom of, just letting things pile up like that on my desk, I took care of it. So what's your standard? What's your standard for your health? What's your health standard? See, this is what I'm saying. Life cannot lie to you. Life is the ultimate truth. Your life stares you in the face and says, here, look, this is you. You are in charge of this. You are the reason for this. And I'm not saying it in a negative way at all. What I'm saying is you hold the power to your life and whatever you make of it, including your standards. So evaluate your standards, and if you're doing, if you're taking steps to improve them, that's wonderful. If you don't know where you stand, then I definitely suggest reading a little bit more, talking to people who are where you want to be, and, doing your own research. And then, you know what? Aside from all of that, just doing it. Living your standards, living to your highest standard.